Guys, man, what's it take? What does it take to upset Roland Martin? Roly-poly fat boy Martin. How much? Not much at all. All you need is a famous, rich, white guy. Actually, any white guy will do. And encourage black folks. Encourage them to build, to become better, to become greater. Again, if you're white, you can't say that. Watch.
Well, he had some comments about black people and how we need to deal with racism. I just roll it.
So I don't think you can change that part of human nature. What you can do is you can make kids resilient against it. And the way you do that is by giving them a great education so that they know that they have potential. And the other thing is to give them business models, role models, and opportunities within their own neighborhood. You know, black men who are running barbershops, who are running bars, who are running dance studios, who are running local businesses, restaurants, etc., and who are part of that community. And you know, when I was a kid, my uncle was the first Irish Catholic president of our country, and when he ran for president, there was a tremendous resurgence in anti-Catholic sentiment in this country, and a resurgence of the Ku Klux Klan. I remember crosses being burned when I was a kid against an anti-Catholic president. A lot of other, I was called a Mick, a mackerel snatcher, all these anti-Catholic slurs when I was a kid. But it never bothered me. If somebody called me that, I would think that guy's got a problem. But I didn't think I have a problem. And that because I had a great education, I had a family who loved me, I had role models in my country, I had confidence in my own future. Oh, you know, those kind of things had no impact on me. And that's the kind of resilience that we want to give the black American children so that they have so much confidence in their own future that when they do encounter the inevitable racism, that it will bounce off them, that they'll be, you know, like the Avengers, they'll be immune to it. And then we don't have to stop racism altogether, because we're never going to be able to do that, but we can have children that are not affected by it, that don't internalize it, that don't see it as their problem. They see it as the person who's raised his problem.
I'm gonna have to take a walk. I'm
Roland, man, you definitely need to walk. Definitely. You need more than one. I'm going to tell you that. But hey, look, the thing is, I think everyone knows where Roland is going with this. Again, how dare any white man tell a black man, tell black people, you know, anything at all? How dare them try to help? How dare them say, hey, look, man, keep your eyes off other people, keep them on you. How dare them? How dare him? You know, again, let us wallow in our misery. Leave us alone. Let us wallow. Let us get mad. Let us yell. Let us scream. Let us burn stuff down, tear stuff up, do whatever. How dare you? How dare you say that we should help each other out? We should help out the next generation. That we should keep our eyes on ourselves. Not get mad when somebody calls us whatever. How dare you say that? You don't know. You don't know what it's like to be black. Yeah. I think everyone knows this is where Roland Martin is going. Watch.
You got this white man who took heroin in college, standing before a group of black people, telling them that, oh, we should just raise them to be like the Avengers. Just shake the racism off. Just that they need to be able to just, you know, be resilient. You can't show me a Kennedy who could have withstood the racism and the bigotry that any regular, ordinary black person had to endure and still survived. Show me the litany of black people who were maids, janitors, who washed and cooked white folks' houses and children, yet were able to send their kids to college to have a life. There is no white man in America who should ever tell anybody black what resilience looks like. You can't show me. You cannot stand before me. And every black person, put the video up and show them. Every black person who was sitting there listening to Robert F. Kennedy, if they didn't cuss his monkey ass out, shame on all they sorry asses.
You know what, Roland, man? There's a couple things I want to address. Number one, you said that black people are resilient. They're much more resilient than white people or whatever. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You know, again, man, if black people were so resilient, would they be committing violent crime? 13% of the population, black folks, they're committing 55% of all violent crime. Again, if they were resilient, would they be doing that? I don't think so. And again, we also have to understand that 75% thereabouts of black kids are raised in homes without a father. We also know that about 70% of all prison inmates were raised in homes without a father. Again, there's huge correlation there. But again, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about this. And again, you said the white men, they're not resilient. Yeah, they are. Again, they've been told that you can't be a victim. You're never a victim. Again, everything that happens to you is your own damn fault. And so these white men, there are a lot of white men that believe that, hey, everything is due to me, so I better buckle down and get shit done. See, the opposite has been told to black folks. They've been told, you know what, you're a victim. You are a victim because of the color of your skin. Again, we're gonna set up programs, DEI programs, affirmative action programs, to help you out, to lift you up above the white man, who is not even allowed to be part of those programs. So again, we got to understand, when things are difficult on people, when things are difficult, they grow up. When things are not difficult at all, when they're given welfare, when they give this, when they're given that, when they're told that they are oppressed, whatever, yeah, they're weakened. They're weakened. Again, we have to actually look at it. Who can say whatever they want to say about whatever group? Can white people say whatever they want about blacks? Or can blacks say whatever they want about whites? I think we know the answer. I think we know it. And you said that people like RFK or whatever should be quiet. You should never have a white man that says whatever to a black man, whatever. Yeah, they should. And again, Kennedy just did.
Because there's no way I would be silent and have some white man or white woman tell me that the way we need to be able to raise black kids is to have mentors and role models, and if they could be just, to be resilient, they can just shake off the haters, shake off the racism, and like be Avengers. Really? Robert Kennedy Jr. could walk into a bank and he doesn't need to have a business plan. In fact, Robert Kennedy Jr. doesn't even have to walk into a bank. His family can self-fund it.
Number one, man, I wouldn't call people monkeys. That's not very nice. I mean, honestly, and sitting there talking about being racially discriminated against, and you're calling a white man a monkey. That's kind of poor taste. But, I'm not going to worry about it, but it's in poor taste. And then you're saying, what are we supposed to do? Shake off the racism? Yeah. That's exactly what you ought to do. Shake it off, man. Move on with your life. Number one, first of all, you're not being racially targeted at all. Not in today's world, you're not. Number one. And number two, whatever you're going through, whatever somebody calls you, whatever they say about you, again, you should shake it off. I mean, what's your option? What is your option? Nothing. Except to sit there and stew over it, get mad, throw it in fit, and then again, close yourself off to everything else.
Talk about 300 black people dying in Tulsa in 1921. Do we need to talk about the Red Summer of 1919? Do we need to talk about the savage brutality in Wilmington, North Carolina? Should we talk about the constant bombings and beatings and lynchings that took place? Should we talk about the group of black soldiers who killed white folks in Houston for how they were being treated? We can go on and on and on and on and talk about Rosewood. We can go all across this country. And this son of a bitch has the audacity, the unmitigated gall to sit in front of a group of black people and explain to them how in the hell we should equip our boys and girls to be resilient. Real simple, Robert Kennedy, fuck you.
Ooh.
How dare you stand there and say that to black people? Because there's no more resilient group of people in this country than people of African descent.
Roland, man, I might have agreed with you that post-Civil War, early 20th century, yeah, black folks, they were resilient in this country. They were. But again, the last 60, 70 years, not so much. As a matter of fact, they have been quite the opposite of resilient. Again, they become entitled, spoiled, mean, narcissistic. Again, we have to understand that back in 1960, 75% of black families were headed by a black man. Now, 25% are. So 25% of our kids are growing up in homes with fathers in the black community. Again, those are bad numbers. We understand that about 70% of our prison inmates, they come from these homes without a father. We understand that. And also, man, Roland, man, stop with the tough guy act. Again, you're not tough. There's F-U RFK. Again, you're not tough. And people that know They know you're not tough. So drop the act. But hey, guys, man, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks. You son of a